What's up, boys? Gonna be taking a look at some NHL player props today over on prizepicks. Prizepicks, my favorite website for some NBA and NHL and just pretty much all player props, man. So if you guys are already on prizepicks, I highly recommend joining. Use code DOMG. When you guys do go ahead and sign up, they match your first deposit 100% up to $100. Available in most states and in Canada. So if you guys are interested in joining, definitely recommend using code DOMG. Download the app, get the website, do all that different stuff. The link is in my description if you guys are interested in joining. I definitely do recommend it. But we're going to go ahead and talk about some of these. Yesterday, I think, was really tough for NHL. We had kind of a rough go-around. Yesterday in the video was 2-3. It was not good. That Boston Bruins game really screwed us over. We only hit 1 out of 3 in that game, so that kind of ruined it. But I think the couple late games were pretty good for me. But yeah, that Maple Leafs game was not good either. So those are really just 2 games that screwed me over yesterday. Everything else was good, but trying to bounce back a little bit today. I think we got some pretty good ones today. So we'll go ahead and take a look at some of these. Just make sure you guys always do your own research. And yeah, let's go ahead and hop into this here. So let's go ahead and do that right now. But just make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. It seriously does help me out. If you guys are interested in joining my Patreon to get my final plays at the end of the day, you may join that. That link is in the description. It's $10 a month, or you can get it combined with NBA for a little bit of a discount. So let's go ahead though and talk about some NHL player props here. Okay, so let's talk about a point prop, and then I got 3 shot on goal props for you guys to make it 4 props for today. So first player prop we're going to talk about today is Ryan O'Reilly, I believe over half a point. So he's a -134 to hit this over here. He's 58% this season. He is only 43% in away games though, so it's a pretty severe drop off between his normal hit rate and his away hit rate, so that's kind of a little bit scary. But he is 6 out of 10 in his last 10 games at grabbing a point. So and 4 out of 5 in his last 5. So he's been on a pretty big hot streak tonight, going against Philadelphia. So again, 43% on the road is not exactly something we're looking for, but we'll see if he can get that hit rate a little bit up tonight by getting at least 1 point here. So yeah, 4 out of 5 hit rate in his last 5 games. Again, he's playing on the road. So let's take a look though at this right here. So on Statmuse, if you guys type in NHL team stats, shots, and goals allowed per game 2022, you guys can find this here. So, oh, I'm sorry, you couldn't even see. Oh, you guys can't even see that. Hold up, let me drop this down. There we go. See, now you guys can see that. But that's what I type in there, NHL, team stats, all that stuff. And it'll pull up this. So you can find the goals allowed per game right here, and you can filter it. And you can find the shots attempted per game. Or no, shots allowed. I believe that's shots allowed. That should be what it is. And then that's just the team shots. So the Panthers take the most shots in the league, I believe. So yeah, this is what we're going to be taking a look at in today's video. So take a look at Philadelphia here and see how they are against goals allowed. So Philadelphia here, allowing goals. Philly. Where are they at? Did I completely miss them? Okay, no, I actually did completely miss them. They're right here. They're towards the top here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So allowing the 7th most goals in the league so far this season. So 3.44 average goals allowed per game. So that's a pretty big number. He just has to grab at least an assist or maybe even a goal on probably at least, hopefully, 3 goals against Philadelphia. So hopefully he can get a little bit more than that, get a little bit more chances for Ryan O'Reilly. So it's a really good matchup for him. Again, I'm just kind of worried about him playing on the road because he has not been very good on the road. But he has also hit 4 out of his last 5 games. So, again, always do your own research. Don't go off it directly, just what I say. Look a little bit more into it on your own if you're thinking about taking these player props. Let's move on to what I think is personally my favorite of the day. I'm just worried about one specific thing with this one, which I'll explain here. I think I took him off today. I think I spelled his name wrong. I did. Logan Couture, under 3 shots on goal. So I come a little bit on the under here. Problem is, he's coming off a 7-shot game. That is really worrying me, but I'll explain why I like this player prop. I think there's a lot of upside to this prop, but I'm really worried about him just coming off a 7-shot game against the Golden Knights, but I'm personally probably going to end up taking this prop anyway because this prop just looks almost too good to not take to me. So let's take a look at this, though. So he's a -140 to go under this prop at 2.5. He's at 3, so there's a little bit of a bump and a little bit more of a safer road for a push here. So that's a really good look right there. I love taking those kinds of props, but he's 26% this season at hitting this prop. 26. And he is 19% on the road. And he's 2 out of 7 in his last 10 games. A lot of upside to this under on this prop today. So there's a good push chance, like I said, but
I mean, man, coming off that 7-shot game is a little bit scary to me, but we'll take a look at this on what Anaheim is allowing for shots. So Anaheim here, like I said, they're on the road. The Sharks are going against Anaheim. So take a look at the shots allowed per game and where the Ducks are. So the Ducks are definitely on the easier side. It is an easier matchup, so that's definitely something to be worried about, I would say. So allowing 33 shots a game, Couture would have to get at like 4 in there for us to lose. So there's a chance he definitely does hit this over. I mean, he's averaging 3.6 in his last 5 games. It's kind of bumped up for sure by the Golden Knights one. He did have 5 against Tampa as well, so it's one that looks really, really good, but we'll see if it lives up to the hype here. So we'll have to see here. But he's probably my favorite one that I'm targeting right now. It's just, again, I'm kind of worried about some other games that he's played recently. But all right, let's take a look now at another one that's going to be another under, and then we'll end it with an over here. Let's go with Alexander Barkov. All right, so Barkov here, I like him a little bit under 3.5 shots on goal. He's hit 2 out of 5 in his last 5 games, averaging 2.8 in his last 5. So as long as he has 3 or less, I'll be fine with this prop. So minus 156 is what he's at to go out and go under on this prop, but he is 7 out of 10 in those last 10 games. But if you take a look at it, he's also missed 3 of his last 4. So he was 7 out of the last 10, but now he's kind of decreasing a little bit on his shots per game. So he is 43% this season also, and he is 44% at home. So they are playing at home today, I do believe. So he's 44% at home. So yeah, I mean, he's gone consistently under on this prop this season for the most part. I mean, 43%. And he is a minus 156 to hit this under. So we'll take a look at Nashville and what they're allowing for shots. So let's take a look at Nashville here. Where are the Predators? So the Predators here, I'd say probably kind of in the middle, a little bit on the easier side maybe. Around that 15th range probably. Allowing 31.62 shots per game. So it's kind of a middle of the road matchup, I'd say, for Alexander Barkov today to hit this under. So I think it's a pretty good shot. There's a pretty good chance for him to hit this under for sure. Probably up there, probably one of my top 2 plays for today, I think. Yeah, I'd probably say Couture and Barkov are my 2 favorites for the day. At least right now. A lot of things can change throughout the day. So let's take a look now at one more here, and then we'll end the video. Let's take a look at Brady Tkachuk over 3.5 shots here. So coming off 3 good games, and he had 0 against St. Louis, but averaging 4 shots in his last 5 games, which is good, even with there being a huge outlier with 0, but I guess there is kind of a huge outlier too with 7. So he's going against Minnesota tonight. So 3.5 shots on goal is what he's projected for. Let's hope he gets the over here. So he's a minus 126 to hit this over, so nothing too crazy, but he is favored to hit this over. He is 43% this season though, but he is 50% at home, which he's at home this game. And he did have 5 in his last matchup versus Minnesota. So he's able to hit last matchup, 50% at home, minus 126 to hit this over. All things that I do kind of like, but it could be a little bit better, but I still definitely like it. Let's take a look though at Brady Tkachuk here. So yeah, playing at home tonight. Let's take a look though at what Minnesota is allowing for shots. So let's take a look here at Minnesota shots, and they are, did I miss some? I did. Minnesota right here, definitely on the easier side here, allowing about 32.64 shots per game, it looks like. So definitely looks like a pretty good spot to me for Brady Tkachuk to hit this over here against Minnesota. So it's a really good matchup for him to hit this. So I definitely do like it. So yeah, I'd say probably Morgan Riley is my, I'm sorry, not Morgan Riley. Ryan O'Reilly is probably my least favorite just because I don't really like point props that much. But I definitely do like shots on goal a lot. So yeah, that's pretty much how it's going today. So yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, I definitely recommend subscribing, leaving a like on the video. Seriously does help me out. If you guys are already on PrizePicks, I highly recommend joining that. Use code DOMG when you guys do go ahead and sign up to match your first deposit 100% up to $100, and that's going to do, man. Appreciate you watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.